Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of our NASCAR 25 career mode here on the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Today we are finishing up season 1 of our ARCA season, and we had some breaking news, unfortunately, or maybe some good news, maybe some unfortunate news. We will be staying in ARCA for season 2, in where we need to prove that we have the ability to win races, and we will be bringing more funding with the Toyota Racing Development Program, as they have set me up a program and conditions already saying if I can find success in season 2 of the ARCA series, that we will get a truck series developmental ride with Tricon Garage. So we've already been given an outline of what we need to do as we qualified P20 to start this final episode here of season number 1. Brendan Queen, William Sawalich are the two drivers going at it for the championship, but exciting news, and also we're going to be signing a new sponsor hopefully this episode that's also going to be a full season sponsor for season number 2. So a lot of things happening here today as we get underway here from Richmond. I can confirm season 2 of ARCA will be split into simply just 2 episodes. I'll do about 10 races in the first episode and then the final 9 in the second episode, and then we're going to jump into the truck series. So I'm looking forward to that now. So there's the kind of timeline. We'll be in the truck series in just a couple of episodes. I also have some exciting news to share that I'm going to be on the Xbox Series X in about a week from this time of this video, probably going live. So I am very excited for that because you guys are going to see way better looking content in about probably 5 or 6 more episodes. So I'll go into more detail on that when the time comes, but I'm super excited to bring you guys far better looking content now. Focusing in on Richmond, and I mean, we've got a level 5 engine, a level 5 body, a level 5 chassis, and a level 4 suspension in the car, and overall not having that great of a race. But as we come into the end of this season, we're going to be able to finish this season with level 5 everything. Obviously we could have probably been there by now, but that $5,000 fine mixed with some worn out parts, it was just a domino effect of just bad scenarios all around that put us in an unfortunate situation, but we are looking to rebound here over the next race or two with this top tier racing team and set ourselves up well for the end of this season. And obviously now we got the news that we're going into season 2. Toyota Racing Development wants me to stick in the ARCA program for one more season, prove we can win races. They are not denying my talent, they just want to see that I can win, and obviously we haven't done that with a team that we have had to, you know, bring from the bottom to the top, and we still haven't gotten to the top now, as we are in the final half of this race at this point, and we had been working our way forward now up into the top 20, passing Greg Van Olst here, as we as well got Timmy Hill just up in front of us now as we head down into turn number 3. So overall, as the laps were going on, actually gaining a lot of confidence in the long run pace in this car. Richmond is a track you got to be a little bit more patient than others at when it comes to the throttle input on the exit of the corners. You can really slide out the rear of the car, so you just got to be aware of that. But as we come towards the final couple of laps at this point, we didn't really make any more progress after making that pass for 18th. I just couldn't quite run down Timmy Hill. So not the night or afternoon we were exactly looking for as we come to the final lap, but I do know, you know, going into the next race, I think we might be able to afford a level 5 suspension and max out this car, and I think that's going to make the world of a difference. So we'll find out here momentarily, but nonetheless, Brendan Queen wins the race and continues the championship pressure on William Sawalich, who's trying to become a 3-time ARCA champion. He is rumored to be staying in ARCA for one more season as well before moving up the ladder, as we would finish in 18th place, meeting our top 20 goal with the Quartermaster sponsorship on the car. And there you see Brendan Queen with the victory now. So it's going to close up that championship gap just a little bit more. But we signed a new sponsor, JRI Shocks. This is not going to be our sponsor for next season, but just a sponsor for the next few races to kind of finish off this season here. We are going to buy now a new level 5 engine. I forgot to mention this was not fully upgraded actually going into Richmond. Now it is. We already have a level 5 chassis, level 5 body. Now the suspension, we're actually going to run a level 4 suspension for one more race I would end up deciding on. So we will put that in going into the following race for race 17. But now we take on race 16 here from Bristol Motor Speedway. So level 5 body, chassis, engine, level 4 suspension. It was level 4 engine actually in Richmond. So now this is pretty well as close as we can get to a fully upgraded car without it actually being fully upgraded. And I was having a lot of confidence coming into the high banks of Bristol. Not the first time this season we have raced here, and the first time we raced here it was pretty rough. And we back it up with a 4th place qualifying effort here. Row number 2 on the outside. Very impressive, and we would be starting behind William Sawalich and Brendan Queen as a green flag would wave here now, and race 16 is underway now. The 25 of Jake Finch up here in the conversation as well, as we got just over 20 laps of racing here from Bristol Motor Speedway. I can confirm in the 2nd season of ARCA, since we're splitting it into 2 episodes, we are going to run some shorter races as well, and just kind of quick fire the races, but still long enough to let things actually play out and you know, make things happen. So they're not going to be too short, but they're not going to be as long as they are right now. And once we get to the truck series, like I said, we're going to limit it to 3 races per episode, and that's going to make the races longer as well, and really let the races play out and add some more life there. It's going to be exciting, and as well, stages are going to be coming in when we get to the truck series as well. So a lot of things are going to be changing here in just a few episodes when we hit a new series now, and hopefully we'll be racing for Tricon Garage if we can prove next season that we can win in ARCA. We don't have to win the championship, we just got to prove that we can have some dominant style performances here now as we continue on the exit of turn 4, working on the 28 of Brendan Queen. Now William Sawalich goes 3 wide for the lead with Robusto and Finch. Great AI racing at this track here from Bristol. I absolutely love the sights of watching the AI battle here now. As if only we had a better replay camera and we could have a spectating option just to watch the races, because the AI are fantastic racing around these tracks now as we continue inside the top 5. We are having a career run yet here today. We have not finished in the top 10 yet in our ARCA career, and now we are running in the top 5. Sawalich leads over Isabella Robusto, Brendan Queen, Jake Finch, and myself now as we run down some lap traffic, and Sawalich is right in the mix of it now, and we're going to pass Jake Finch here finally as we nearly make some contact with the number 25. Robusto's on the inside of Sawalich. She's going to go to the lead now as Sawalich gets caught up behind a lap car, and as well to follow Robusto is the 28 of Brendan Queen, and I don't think he's done yet either. It looks like he wants to go to the lead of this race, and we run down Sawalich. Queen would take the lead, and then he would crash. He loses it in 1 and 2. We avoid it. We go to the lead. We take the lead under caution. Oh boy, all of a sudden we are in position to maybe steal a win. So as we get ready to go back green, we are in control, and the AI issue of a damaged car staying out might take effect because Brendan Queen is joining us on the front row. We're about to find out how much speed he actually has. Here we go, leading back to green for the first time in our ARCA career. Well, I don't lead a lap because Brendan Queen just destroyed me into turn 1, but as we actually get sideways, the 28's off the pace. Queen has no pace. Now we go to the lead. Sawalich fights to the outside of myself into turn number 3. Now less than 10 laps to go, trying to clear the 18. He sticks it around the outside. Sawalich knows he can do some damage in the championship to Queen right here, as now the 28's going to fade down the running order. We are really trying to pass this 18. I'm going to have to send it a little bit harder if I want to clear Sawalich now into turn 3. Send it, slide job complete, crossover from Sawalich. What a move right there as we continue side by side into turn number 1, wheel to wheel as well. Don't rule out, I believe that's what Jake Finch as well in the conversation just behind. It's 3 Toyotas in the top 3, all scrapping it out now as we rip the top. Sawalich middle, Finch on the bottom now with just 5 laps to go in this race. We cut right to lap 24 of 26, 3 laps to go, still ripping the boards, and Sawalich is still on my door. I cannot shake him as we come to 2 laps to go. He is just good enough to stay there. Imagine if we had a level 5 car all around. I think we would probably clear him and run away, but that's not the case here as we approach the final lap now. As we head into 3 and 4, can we clear Sawalich? Not quite. We have to lift on the exit of turn 4. 1 lap to go, contact with the 18 into the outside wall. Sawalich clear for the lead now, rolling through 1 and out of turn 2, and we are tight on the exit of the corner, and that's gonna do it. The dream will have to wait. We're gonna send it one more time, but we're not gonna wreck them. We'll have to settle for runner-up. Sawalich wins P2, but boy, did we just put our name on the map with a performance like that. Unbelievable. I really wish we could have held on for a win. But in what a up and down season it has been, we come home with a P2 $19,000 profit day for the top tier racing team. Looking at the standings with just a couple of races to go, and Sawalich leads by 8 points over Brendan Queen, as we would now have to buy a new level 5 body because my body was worn out after that race, and then we would make the investment to buy a level 5 suspension, leaving us with just under $7,000 going into the final 3 races of the season, which kick off here with Kansas. We aren't really focusing on our points position. We know it's not going to be great. We might be able to get like a top 16 or 17 if we can keep running well, but now we go P6 in qualifying with a fully upgraded level 5 car all across the board. The car cannot be any better, and Brendan Queen's on pole trying to rebound from the issues in Bristol. That could be a wreck in Bristol that maybe costs him the championship. We're back racing here from Kansas Speedway now. 3 races remain of the season. Following Kansas, it's Martinsville and Phoenix, and it's an absolutely horrific start from myself right there as we head down into turn number 1. We go from 6th to 8th now as well. We're going to drop probably to P9 as Cole Raz goes by, and the number 76 Ford Mustang as well. Here comes Amber Balkane up the inside, so we drop down to P10. Just not a good start there, as you got Tyler Reef now as well in the 23 in the conversation. Now this is another track where you can of course run up the racetrack. If you want to go up to the outside wall, you can very much have that option, and I get a little bit too literal right there. I'm going to crack my car right into the outside wall, and I'm going to get turned through the tri-oval into the side of the 23. We save it there, trying to hang on into turn 1. The car behind, I believe that was Kitzmiller. Yes, it was. He tries to push me and instead turns me, and the 23 saves me. I was going to go crashing into the infield. I'm sure Reef is not going to be happy. He's probably just confused, but we managed to hang on, and we just start ripping the outside again. We're 3 wide to the outside of Raz and Balkane into turn number 1, and now we're ripping the boards. That's what I love about this game right off the bat in the first week, is the fact that you can find speed anywhere on the racetrack. I mean, I can't even think of a NASCAR game where that's actually been a proper thing. So I'm a huge fan of the driving and the controller play of this game. I still cannot wait to use my wheel in the game, but man, the controller play and just the driving overall is so much fun. As we continue to fight with Jake Finch, we're running P7 looking for P6, and at this point we're coming into the final few laps of this race. Brendan Queen looking like he's going to win, we're having a great run as well, as we're going to dive to the inside. A good run on Finch here into turn number 1. Can we complete the pass now for P6? Sliding up across his nose, but we're understeering into the outside wall. He's going to give me a shove there, saying, I didn't really like you clearing across my nose, as we head down this backstretch into turn 3, and now Finch is going to get back in front of us now, so we're going to have to fight back, and we're going to do it immediately. Through 3 out of turn 4, Finch not leaving a lot of room. We lean on him out of turn 4, and we wall him. We put the 25 in the wall, not wanting to do that, but I just kind of glided up the racetrack, and at that point, coming to 2 to go, I said, screw it, I'm not lifting, and we might pay the price. Into turn number 1, running the bottom. My car is so tight, and it's going to do it again one more time on the exit of turn 2. We wall ourselves again. Here comes Finch now into the back bumper, down the back straightaway. He's going to turn us. He hooks us into the back straightaway wall, and he goes by on the inside. Honestly, that's kind of fair. I walled him. I used him up, 2-3 times? That was pretty warranted. I can't even go back after him now, as I'm going to get a huge shot from Cole Raz, and right to the very end of this race now, final lap, coming to the checkered. Crash actually behind us. Raz goes crashing on the exit of turn 4. No caution. The leader's already crossed the line. We end up P7. After a very dramatic race, we still have our now second top 10 in a row, so I'm pretty happy about that. Sawalich ends up P2 as we come to the final 2 races of the season. Now our chassis is worn out, so we're gonna have to buy a new chassis. Fortunately, we made enough profit even after wrecking the car, where we as well, on top of that, have another sponsor opportunity. This is Intercomp. They are offering a full season sponsorship next season for us, so we are hoping hopefully going to get the, top 20 it was that we need to finish at Martinsville. But we did buy the new chassis, so we have level 5 everything again. As Sawalich leads by 1 single point over Brendan Queen going into the penultimate race. LeVar Scott in the top 3 in the standings has yet to pick up a win. Could we see that change here in Martinsville? The paperclip, and I immediately screw up my lap here in qualifying, hitting the curbs in 1 and 2. Not the ideal, of course, line. Into turn 3, I'm going to do the same thing. So, yeah, not a good start and not a good ending to the lap, and it's going to reflect on the board. It's going to be P24, which is actually better than our current sponsor goal, so I guess that's a positive, but obviously the negative there is I screwed up the lap overall. William Sawalich on pole position as we'll get ready. How about Trevor Huddleston up there in second position? Didn't expect to see that. A great effort from him as we get ready to go green under the lights. The penultimate round of season 1 of this ARCA season as we get a bit of a slow start. Kind of caught me lacking right there as we head down towards turn number 1. Alex Clubb, your Daytona winner earlier on this year, now up inside in that 03 Ford Mustang now as we exit turn 2. Of course, my goal right off the bat here is to just get clear to the bottom, and then we can hopefully start wrapping the bottom in the corners and work our way forward here as we're to the back of the 19 of Jake Bowman. We'll kind of split 3 wide in the middle. Now we get clear bottom so we can settle in here and start to get aggressive. I think we got a way better car than where we qualified. It was just the fact that I ran such a bad qualifying lap. So we are ending the season, though, on a very positive note, and we're showing the development for this Toyota Racing Development Program that they want to see. On top of that, because of the fact that, you know, they wanted us to really prove our worth here in ARCA and say, hey, this kid can, you know, learn and understand what it is to develop a race car. He came in as a bit of a poor reputation driver after running into a lot of drivers that were well respected all across the board in Canada, at home as well, and coming into the US doing the same thing in the Cars Tour. They wanted me to have to suffer a bit, basically, and say, hey, he's going to have to learn finances, he's going to have to learn what it costs for a team and the damages that a driver does. And I think that we have done exactly that. It's been a good learning opportunity in our first season in some kind of NASCAR series here. Of course, it's about the lowest tier it can be, just about, but we have done a lot of learning, and it sets us up well for season 2, where I think we have a chance to win lots of races, to be honest with you, and as well maybe even a championship. And I can guarantee myself, I think, a chance at getting a ride in the Truck Series to follow next season as we continue working our way forward, passing now Brayton Laster. We have worked our way up towards 15th here behind EJ Tomeo as we head into towards turn number 1 on lap 10 as William Sawalich continues to lead the way now, and that's going to just help him a little bit more in trying to secure this 3rd championship in the ARCA series for him now as we cross the stripe. And unfortunately, after I got up to 15th, I didn't really get any further. I just kind of got stuck here. So that was pretty much all it wrote. We come towards the final few laps of this race, and we're working our way through some lap traffic. Jake Finch having a rough race. How about Cletus McFarland? He's in the field this weekend as well as we come up towards Presley Sora as well, and we'll pass that 66 down the front straightaway. Jason Kitzmiller right there up the road here for 14th position, so we might have a chance to maybe steal that from him as we approach the final laps of this race, but I just don't think we're quite close enough here as we come towards the final lap now, and we're right on the bumper of Kitzmiller. But I mean, if I'm going to pass him for a position, we're going to have to junk him, as it was William Sawalich winning the race here and extending his championship gap. I do give a little bit of a shot to the back bumper of Kitzmiller as we exit turn 4. Not going to be enough there. We'll have to settle for 15th position, which is enough to sign a new sponsor that will be on our car for the season finale and for all of season 2, the only 2 episodes that you will see in season 2. Brendan Queen in P3, he is going to have to beat Sawalich going into the Phoenix finale now, as we do sign Intercomp as a sponsor, and you see $3,800 extra here coming from them. And then we also go for the normal goal to give us a bit more extra money, level 5 all across the board on the car going into the season finale. So Sawalich leads over as well, like I said, Brendan Queen. We're actually 19th in the standings. We could get into the top 16 or so, but we aren't too worried about that here. Now, as Sawalich leads by 9 points over Brendan Queen coming into the season finale. New paint scheme on the car for the season finale. Now, we are going to run a completely different scheme, even with the same sponsor for all of season 2, but for season 1, I wanted to keep the same design, and we just changed the colors, got the new sponsor on the car. Now, we come into Phoenix Raceway. It has been one heck of a ride. Now, it's only been 4 episodes, but we've already completed a full season of ARCA. I set out with the goal of you guys not having to sit through forever of one series of the, of course, especially lowest series in the game, and wanted you guys to really be able to, of course, kind of progress quickly through and not have to wait very long. Like I said, we will split season 2 into just simply 2 episodes, and then we'll be jumping into the truck series as well. And I am excited for season 2 because we got some super speedway racing, my return to Daytona after my massive crash as well. That's going to be a fun one as well. William Sawalich and Brendan Queen will both be returning into the ARCA series next season. It was confirmed this weekend Sawalich will get one more season of development in the same program that we're in with Toyota Racing now as we qualify P6 here for Phoenix. We are getting closer and closer to victory, I think, here now as Brendan Queen was on pole over Sawalich. Now, if this is how they finish, if Queen is first and Sawalich is second, that's only going to be 7 points gained from Queen on Sawalich, which means Sawalich would still win the title by 2 points. Nonetheless, let's settle things out here in the season finale here from Phoenix Raceway as we head into turn number 1. Again, a poor start for myself. We're P7 entering the corner, washing up the racetrack a little bit. This is another track we've already got some experience at, of course, now. And another thing you want to do your second time coming back to a racetrack is run better than you did the first time. And I think we've been doing that pretty well. Bristol, for example, Kansas, and now Phoenix as well. As we're going to cross over here to the inside, we'll cut the dog leg at the end of lap number 1. Robusto on the middle lane right there. Couldn't quite tell who that was on the outside. Maybe Lawless Allen that was, as Brendan Queen leads. And as of right now, he's doing enough. Sawalich is down to 4th. He is doing enough to win this championship as we come through out of turn number 2 down this back straightaway now. And a nice run here to the left side of the 55 Mobil 1 Camry once again. Sawalich knows he needs to get going into turn number 3. I really pushed the car, get it turned off the exit of the corner though. However, we'll be side by side coming to the start finish line, and we've now entered a top 5 running position as we head down into turn number 1. Sawalich is looking to the left rear of LeVar Scott. Couldn't quite get the job done on him quite yet now as we continue to fight with this 55 of Robusto. Now just being patient now. Of course, we don't need to be overly aggressive. We're not really fighting for anything now. We know we're coming back to ARCA next season. We're not fighting for a championship, and it doesn't quite look like we've got race-winning speed, but we at least get the job done there. And Sawalich was able to pass LeVar Scott, and now I would run down Scott a few laps later here, coming towards the end of lap 5 into turn number 3. Up the inside, actually overshot the corner a little bit. Fortunately, he leaves me the room. We complete the pass for P4 as we now look to the back bumper of William Sawalich in these closing laps of this 2020, and the timeline would be 2021 season. We, of course, can kind of bend things around a little bit, but nonetheless, as we head down this back stretch, you see Queen leads as Tyler Reef actually in second position. If you're William Sawalich, you need to get to P2 if you're going to win this championship here as we continue on, as I'm not 100% sure how many points third place gets, but nonetheless, Sawalich for sure would be champion in P2, but I think P3 as well will be enough. But right now, he's not running third because I just passed him into turn number 1. So Sawalich, though, he's not going to make it easy. I think he knows he needs at least third for this championship as he exits turn 2 down this back straightaway. He's not going to make this easy, obviously. I don't want to make things too hard on Sawalich, considering he is also a fellow Toyota driver. We're both in the same situation of trying to advance our careers in NASCAR as we exit turn 4 to the outside of the number 18 now. And like I said, I mean, you know, I'm not going to be too hard on him, but we still got plenty of laps of racing, so I'm still going to at least try. But unfortunately for me, he would stay clear as we would also start to run down some lap traffic, and this was an easy pickings moment there. The lapped cars in the way. I go around the outside. Thank you very much to the line into the third position on lap 15 at this point. Now Queen still leads over Reef. Into turn number 1 we go, and I don't have enough pace to run down those two guys. It's really just about, can I defend over Sawalich, and the answer is kind of, but at the same time no, as we're lapping McFarland and Ed Pompa. Sawalich is back to my inside. Very close quarters racing here down the front straightaway with 5 laps to go here from this Phoenix Raceway. Sawalich sees his championship hopes on the line as Brendan Queen continues to lead. Sawalich is going to pass us for 3rd. That's what he needs. That will give him the ARCA Series Championship if he can hang on as we come towards 3 laps to go now and have to settle in behind Sawalich. Now we actually get the run. We cross down through the dog leg, cutting it now, and there you see 2nd place and the leader both have been held up a little bit by traffic as we clear the 18 of Sawalich into turn number 1, but washing up the racetrack, and again that opens the door for the 18 to get back up my inside as we exit turn 2 down this back straightaway. Now coming to 2 laps to go, and hold on, Tyler Reef's getting held up. Sawalich slips through into P2. That's going to guarantee a championship if he can hang on. We'll pass Reef now. It's a 2-for-1 special for Sawalich now. Brendan Queen did not want to see that now. In the final 2 laps of racing, coming to the final lap of the season now, to the back of Jake Bowman, putting him a lap down as well. Queen is in control as we close up to the back bumper of the number 18 now. Reef has fallen back now. He just hasn't been able to recover since that lap traffic caught him up. And now as we exit turn 2, what a strong way to end the season for this top tier racing team. We are going into season 2 with all the momentum that we need. But Brendan Queen is going to exit turn 4 and win. But the Bristol crash is going to do him in for the championship as Sawalich hangs on for P2. We're P3 and William Sawalich becomes a 3-time ARCA Series champion, as it's just not enough from Brendan Queen. If he didn't have that crash in Bristol and be way off the pace, he is going to probably win this championship, but it just wasn't meant to be, as my math tells me Sawalich held on by 2 points. Unfortunately, when you go into the end season screen, you cannot actually see the standings, so I will be sure to show those, however, at the start of the next episode for Season 2. But there you get the end of season screen. We ended the season on such a high note. I mean, we have got a level 5 car all around. We made $20,000 profit here. Today we're going into Season 2 with an opportunity to do some really big things, and I think we can have the ability to win 4, 5, 6 races, maybe even more, going into our second season. We've got $92,000 of profit over the entirety of the season and $37,000 to start season 2, which is a nice little bit of extra amount of cash to kick things off. And there you see, to end the season, Sawalich lifetime stats there, 3-time champ now, 26 wins. Of course, we have 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, but I think we're going to add a lot to the win column and hopefully the pole column as well starting next season. Thank you all for your support in just the first 4 episodes of season 1. We'll wrap season 2 up in 2 split episodes coming here in the next couple of days, and I'll see you guys in the next one for the start of season 2 as we look to sign a contract to go Truck Series Racing and hopefully with Tricon Garage. Thank you for watching and have a great day.